Hi, in the last video we talked about how to take the left and right Riemann sums. So we had the right Riemann sum. Here we considered this picture of y equals x squared, and we wanted to find the area between x equals 0 and x equals 2. And the right Riemann sum, I will just recall from the last video, was 1/2 squared plus 1 squared plus 3 half squared plus 2 squared whole multiplied by 1/2. And the left approximation was begin with 0 plus 1/2 squared plus 1 squared plus 3 half squared times 1/2. Yeah, but we could also, and as we saw in the last video, that the R gives a gives much more area than the actual area we want to find, and L gives much less. So what one can do is this, that we can look at the, instead of so we had to choose what, when we look at this interval, we had to choose what's the height of the rectangle here, and we, for L we chose 0, for R we chose 1/2, but we could choose the value of y at x equals 1/4, which is in the middle. So we could pick this point and then we get this. So this is the rectangle, and for here we could pick this middle point and then we get this and get this rectangle, and again pick the middle point here and take the value of y at that point and get this rectangle. Again pick the middle point, this is the value of y at that midpoint, and here we go. So this seems to be a much better approximation, and this is called the midpoint rule or midpoint approximation. Midpoint. So here what we get is this, in numerical value we get this. Let me use another color. So we get, we get 1/4 squared plus the midpoint in the next one is 3.75 or 3 no, it's not 3.75, it's 1, so 1/2, and it's 0.75 or 3/4. So and here it is 2 by 5, 5/4, and the next one is 7/4 squared and times 1/2. And you can do the calculation and see that this would be somewhere in between these two. And also there is another way, instead of taking from rectangles we could take the trapezoids, like in this picture. So here we have picked this trapezoids. So instead of taking the rectangles we just pick the trapezoids, and we know how to find the area of the trapezoid. So the area of the leftmost trapezoid between 0 and 0.5 would be so here the graph is 4 minus x squared. So let's just say this is y equals fx, where fx is 4 minus x squared. So here what's the area of the trapezoid? it will be, so again we will have, so this is the trapezoid rule, or trapezoid approximation. Yeah, again we multiply everything by 1/2 at the end, but what's the area of the trapezoid will be f0 plus f.5 by 2 plus f.5 plus f1 by 2, and so on. So we take f1 plus f1.5, that's the third trapezoid, and the last one is f1.5 plus f2 by 2, and then multiply the whole thing by 1/2. So here if you look inside, it's just the average of the left hand and of the left rectangles and the right rectangles, because if you take the left you will just get these ones here, 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 here without the by 2, and for the right you will get the other ones for the right. Did I say it right? Yes, for the left you get the blue ones, and for the right you get the black ones. And then this is just taking the average. So that's the trapezoid rule. And you can check the answers, you can compute the answers and compare what you get from the trapezoid left, right, and midpoint approximations. We will continue in the next video.